Welcome back to the CNC podcast. I'm Justin Yarmark.
And I'm Tommy Terrio.
Two straight weeks, two straight first try intros. First take Justin's back.
Maybe the mojo needed to rest for a while, so we're
Probably.
back in town now.
I left. So if you guys didn't see, we did something new for the new episode post. I was recording for it, and I kept it recording for what Tommy was saying, just for me to realize it can't hear him.
Part of the risk reward or the balance of doing this.
I just like I'll have to edit more now. More editing. Let's get in the card of the week. I won't lie. I totally took over for card of the week because I have an awesome catcher card I had to show off. Because I don't know if I've actually showed it yet. So, as I'm guessing people know, I opened a box optic a few months ago, pulled a Casey Mize rookie auto out of 99. One of my favorite pulls ever. Casey Mize.
Talked about it a decent amount, Justin.
It's my greatest pull ever and one of my favorite players. That's not the only auto in the box. And the other auto is someone I consider a top 15 catcher. I got Red Wave rated rookie auto, number 32 of 99 of Alejandro Kirk. I think he gets overshot. Okay, wow, my green light is like messing with being able to see the card right now. There we go. Alejandro Kirk is mad underrated. He gets outshined by everyone on Toronto. Like, it's such a heavy impacted offense that Kirk gets overlooked on it. Kirk is amazing. This is an awesome card. Love the
it's hard not to be overlooked. It's hard not to be overlooked though. Like when you're on that team.
Yeah.
Like if your name's not Vlad.
Or Semyon. Dude, the season Semyon had. I mean, yeah, but we're talking about last season. He had the best second baseman season ever, and he doesn't get talked about at
Probably.
all.
I'd have to go back and look at every single like a bunch of high level second baseman season to actually back that statement up. But
I'm giving it to Marcus. He's good. He's really good. So
did Baez never have a good season?
I mean, Baez did, but he never had that good of a season.
Fair. I don't think many have. Let's put it that way. Not many have.
I'm not going to change my statement for you, but for you, you could probably say top 3 safely.
Yeah, I'll say I can pretty safely say that. Yeah.
We agreed.
Yay, go team.
Okay, let's get into it. Who's your number 15 DH? We're like 5 minutes in the episode, and we haven't even started what it's about.
So, okay, number 15. This guy was just... Man, am I allowed to talk or not?
I wanted to say that's outrageous, but then you started.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Number 15, a guy that was just kind of thrown in here just because you have to respect what he's done for the game and just how good he was for so long. Miguel Cabrera.
Ooh, I like the pick. I have him a little bit higher.
256 batting average, 15 home runs, negative 0.5 R WAR, 0.701 OPS and 0.2 WPA. He's good. He hit 500 this year.
He did.
One of what? Jeez, how many people got it? Do you remember?
No.
Do you remember how many people are currently at it? Like that are current players. It's Pujols, him.
I think that's it.
Probably. That's the many of the people that have been around that long.
Trout might be though. He's close.
I don't think Trout's there yet.
I think
he'll probably be there soon.
High 300s or low 400s. I think. Yeah, maybe he's been a staple to the game for many years.
Trout's at 310.
Oh, low 300s.
Yeah, not surprising, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Number 15. I got someone who is past his prime, so to speak. Just got traded. Not normally a DH. Won't be playing DH. But I have him at DH. Tommy, any ideas?
So he'll be playing at DH. Isn't normally a
No,
isn't usually a DH.
He won't be playing DH.
but used to be a
Most
DH.
likely. No. But I had an open spot, so I put him in at 15 because I couldn't really think of anyone else. He
Oh
could.
my goodness.
He could play DH, and he probably has played some DH. He was just traded.
We were just talking about this before the episode. I don't
Not the same guy I was talking about.
Oh, okay, good. No, I don't know.
Bring me the rain, Josh Donaldson.
Yeah.
Again, with the Yankees, he probably won't play DH, but he'll probably play some games at DH.
Yeah, it'll be Stanton mostly.
At 15, I will say though, if Kyle Seager was still playing, I'd probably put him at 15 because he had a good power season, low average, and probably Suarez would take over third base from him if he did come back and sign with the Mariners. So the Rangers actually offered him a contract to play on the left side of their infield with his brother, and that he turned down.
I think that really just does show he was true to Seattle. Like the Seattle expression has been for a decent amount of time now, true to the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, just that loyalty, that dedication, despite a team that has sucked for the most part. Like they have the worst record in the AL West over the past since 2010.
Yeah, but they're not a good team.
He has kids. Now. He has kids that have grown up in Seattle. He met his wife in Seattle, I do believe. It's just like he's formed a life there.
His kids were born in Seattle.
Yeah, I'm not getting I'm not going anywhere
I'm not
else.
leaving. I'm happy being in Seattle doing my chores. Pretty sure that's exactly what he said. That's awesome. I'm happy doing chores.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Seager, I'm a big fan of Kyle Seager. Fun little story. As you guys have, if you don't know, you've been living under a rock your whole life. It's March Madness season. And every year, me and Tommy do a bracket, just the two of us. I won't break out into song this time. I thought about it.
It was bad enough last time.
When I said just the two of us, I did not plan on it. And then as soon as I said it, I thought, should I break out in song again? Decided against it. I won't break out into song this time. But so it's just the two of us. And this year we decided to make it a little interesting. We decided I'm putting up a Zach Veen first Bowman card. His team's his favorite team's top prospect, as well as a Chris Bryant insert. I decided to add that in after the bracket started because he signed there. But if I win and I'm up by 2 predictions right now, I get one of his 2 Kyle Seager IP autos.
We shall see what happens.
I'm taking it home. In one of my brackets I was perfect until the Kentucky game.
Yeah, that one threw everybody off.
Man, it upset me very much so. I get very into March Madness, so.
Oh, everybody does. Everybody and their mom does. It's hard not to.
It's the greatest sporting event ever. Better than baseball, better than World Series. Like that span of baseball, that
basketball.
Span of basketball of March Madness, nothing in sports can top it ever.
Yeah, I mean, if not exactly that, it's pretty like it's hard to.
22 games in the span of 2 days. I almost wanted to call Tommy and say, "Hey, let's push recording back till later because there's games going on right now."
The games won't end until late tonight.
Which is why I didn't do that. But we are missing some games to record this.
We should do a watch along later tonight, Justin.
Oh, we should. We should do something tonight. I got UAB beating number 5 Houston tonight. And I got the toothpaste beating Wisconsin, Colgate.
And go in a different bracket, not the one that I have with Justin. I have Houston making it to the national title game. So I really hope that
Houston's overrated.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. They're the worst free throw shooting team in the whole tournament.
That's really sad.
They're on a losing streak, and UAB is on a winning streak. UAB has the momentum. They're a better shooting team. They're gonna shoot lights out tonight.
Justin.
Yeah.
We're not a basketball. We're not a basketball podcast.
I remember the days when it was all sports.
You know, maybe that's an offshoot we do. Who knows? If you guys really are that like interested in another sport that you want that
secret. think it's about to come out. I've
Let us know.
considered when I'm older, I've considered doing like a CNT productions thing and then have CNT baseball, CNT basketball, CNT football.
That'd be fun.
I think that'd be cool. I want to host all of them, but I'd produce them all. I'd like have other people host them, like where that'd be more of when CNT became like not just a podcast, but like a full on sports outreach place, which we've started like with the website, like within the blog, like was making steps toward that, but still a long ways off.
Yeah, it isn't there yet.
God, wow! I did not think March Madness would get us that far off track.
This is what happens when you try to pencil stuff in, Justin. This is the thing that happens.
Number 14.
Abraham Toro.
Abraham Toro. I like that pick.
239 batting average, 11 home runs, 1.6 WAR. By the way, using Baseball Reference WAR, if you're more of a Fangraphs guy, you can leave. We don't want you here. 0.688 OPS and negative 0.6 WPA.
Don't leave. Just don't agree with Tommy. I don't usually use WAR, so stay. Listen to me. Please don't leave just because of Tommy. But also, WAR is better, and Baseball Reference is superior. Still, do not leave. I like the pick. Abraham Toro was great, but I just feel like it was too small of a sample size for him to make my list. I probably put him at 16 or 17.
That's fair. I just did that just because there's not that, like, you figure, like, you have to find a balance of, like, there's not that many people in the NL that are going to be that great at playing DH that aren't already in the AL playing DH.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
He probably would have made my list if I told you about this. I kind of cheated with I won't say how, but Tommy won't have him on any list, but I had to.
Yeah, we'll discuss that when it comes up.
We will, and I will be very excited. And it will probably be the clip that I will go and get for one of the clips this week because I cannot wait for the season because of him. My number 14, I got Eddie Rosario. Solid player. Didn't he resign?
Yeah, he's in there.
Yeah.
I actually talked
So
about
much.
the Braves in my blog post that I put out this Friday.
Went out the day we're recording, yeah.
So if you guys are interested to hear me, scream at the Braves for like good page and a half, 2 pages, I mean,
I
come
don't
on
get why
down.
you're screaming at them. I feel like the Rockies made more dumb moves than the Braves did.
Well, no, it's just a normal thing for the Rockies to make dumb moves. Like
You got Chris Bryant, bro. I'm genuinely pissed that he's now on your team and not mine.
It's funny. I was talking to my mom about that. We went on a walk and I was telling her, the Rockies got one of Justin's favorite guys. And she was like, uh-oh, he's not going to be very happy.
No, you got my favorite guy. He's my favorite player. I try and say, oh no, it's Nick Madrigal, it's Sherry Kelly. It's Chris Bryant deep down. Even though he's not on the Cubs and Mariners, like deep down, it's him. Look what I got in the mail the other day. So I already had this card, but it's in my World Series set. So I bought this off of eBay. Chris Bryant World Series card to put in my high school. I called it college, minor league.
Justin, you've shown this for the past 3 episodes.
Rookie. I've not shown this on CNT. I've waited until I got that card, and I was going to use it for a card of the week, but I can't. I couldn't help myself.
You can go back and check the tape.
We're on it. MVP, World Series, and then I have a Giants one. And Tommy, if you pull a Rockies one, I'm gonna need it. If you pull one before me,
I'll give you one if I get an extra.
No, if you get one, I will value it at like $10, even though realistically it's $1 at most on a good day. On a perfect day. That's how badly I want to finish that set.
I'm glad I spent it with you.
You sang.
Back to back.
I'm using that. I'm using back-to-back episodes. I'm using that for something. I shouldn't have said, dude. I was not expecting that. What song was that? Don't tell me it was country.
No.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, what a perfect day. I can't believe you've never heard that before.
What song is it from? I might have heard it and just forgotten. I'm not that big of a music guy.
Perfect Day by Lou Reed, released 1972.
Oh, an oldie but a goodie, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I still don't know if I got it. Did I say my number 14, Eddie Rosario? How did we?
Yeah, you have. You have.
Dude, we keep getting off track. Eddie Rosario, good player, huge playoff help. Probably won't play much DH, but again, like he probably would not have made my left fielders list, or just would have. So I decided to use him for DH.
I think he's in my left fielders list. I haven't finalized that.
Oh,
Probably
shoot.
haven't.
I think I forgot Brandon Crawford on my list.
See, okay, I'd like to preface that. So
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Three honorable mentions that I wanted to put out because they're not actually DHs, and I was thinking about making the DH the land of the misfit toys, like the island of misfit toys, but we're not doing that.
I am.
But so Brandon Belt, Isaiah Kiner, Falefa, and JP Crawford are three names that I wanted to highlight as honorable mentions.
I do have Brandon Crawford on my DHs. I was kidding. I know how much he got upset when I didn't have him on shortstop.
Number 13, Alex Kiralof.
Okay, so I should have jumped in before. The fact that you didn't have JP Crawford in your top 15 shortstops was outrageous.
I've heard, Justin. I've heard.
Dude, that I disagree with that heavy. Okay, go.
Alex Kiralof, 251 batting average, 8 home runs. So you'd like to see more, especially out of a designated hitter, but 0.6 WAR, 0.722 OPS, and negative 0.6 WPA. I mean, yeah, he seems to be, coveted. I don't see it. He's a top 15 DH. That's just because DH is kind of a weak position, but he seems to be coveted highly for some reason, like among card collectors. I don't personally get it, but it is what it is.
I mean, if we did DHs a year ago, there'd be one for every AL team.
Yeah.
My number 13, we already talked about him, so I'm just gonna say it. Miguel Cabrera, legendary player, still a top 15 DH. Really, that's really all there is to it. Tommy already hit it over the head with the stats. I already said what I really wanted to say about him when Tommy had him at 15. So let's see number 12.
Jorge Solaire.
Ooh, I have the same number 12. Look at us. Look at us. Just twinning with the number 12. Oh, wait, I also think we twinned at number 12 on starting pitchers or relief pitchers. I think one of them, we had the same number 12.
Probably.
I think it was starting pitchers. Didn't we both have Garrett Cole at 12?
We had a lot of overlap in that one.
Yeah, I think we both had Garrett Cole at 12 last episode.
1, 2. Yeah, Garrett Cole's at 12.
Dude.
But Jorge Solaire isn't that great in the field. Like he's gonna be moved to DH.
When Astros fans hear his name, they get scared. They get flashbacks, little PTSD.
Yeah, first pitch of the World Series.
Boom.
Yeah, I mean he's a great power hitter. His stats are kind of boosted by his because he had the great postseason performance, but he did still play well, and like that does earn him a little bit more respect. And yeah, like I said, though, the power is really what carries. Like he's not as great in other areas.
Who's your number 12?
That was
number 11.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This was one that I had a name that I hadn't heard before, and that's on me. That's my bad. Gavin Sheets, a young man out of Lutherville, Maryland. I did a little bit of research.
His rookie card in 2022 tops.
Really, I might pick it up just out of.
I believe.
I'm sorry, my guy.
I believe I pulled one of him in my hobby box. Bro, tops. I love you guys. But the fact that I can spend as much as I did for a hobby box and get a flag relic as my hit, L.
I'm trying to figure out how many times I've heard this argument or heard this complaint, guys. You can go back and check that.
Dude, like tops is great. I would not recommend buying hobbies. Either buy, if you have a low budget, just buy blasters or singles. If you have a high budget, buy the jumbo boxes, because at least then you're guaranteed an auto.
Yeah.
Hobby boxes for tops, raid law is not the way to go. I did pull a
Gavin
few
Cheats had a
Wandas,
good.
though.
Gavin Cheats had a good year.
He did.
Like
He
he
did.
didn't have much. He didn't have much playing time, but 250 batting average, 11 home runs, 830 OPS. He literally didn't have a WPA. It was just 0.0. Like he just didn't. He was considering the fact that a lot of people actually had negatives, which was kind of surprising. I guess it comes down to fielding. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. My number 11, he's teammates with Gavin Sheets. He was also a rookie. His rookie, I think, was in 2021 update, though. Andrew Vaughn. Andrew Vaughn, power hitter. He can hit, he can play the outfield, he can play first base. He's just all around good. I will say, Dylan, our blog writer, who's not on the episode regularly, he loves our number 11 spots. He's a White Sox fan. We both had White Sox players.
There you go.
Cool little
a
connection.
gift. There you go.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
Yeah. Thanks
We
to
just, however, we did just move his blog post to Saturdays. So
I think I
just
missed
fit
that memo
better.
somewhere. I think I missed that memo.
Well, it was decided yesterday. I don't think I told you yet.
Well, now I know. There you go, guys. More you know.
The more you know. This is fun.
Number 10, Trey Mancini. I feel bad for Trey Mancini. He was displaced by Ryan Mountcastle. Kind of sucks, but
I feel bad, but Mountcastle has such a good year.
yeah. But Trey Mancini, the guy comes back from having cancer. And he's a top 10 DH. Like what? It's not fair. I feel like I'm underachieving in life. 255 batting average, 21 home runs, 0.8 WAR, 0.758 OPS, and negative 0.3 WPA. I mean, the guy is such a good story. He's, just utter resiliency, just the drive to want to keep going.
Great guy. I think I have him in my outfielders list because he played enough in the outfield.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which is weird because he really didn't play much in the outfield.
He's not an outfielder.
I just feel like when I thought of Orioles, like when I was going through teams thinking of who to put on the list, I thought Mountcastle, first base. I believe he was on my list. And then when I was thinking outfield, I thought broad outfield, I thought Trey Mancini. Even though he's not really an outfielder, I thought of him as one. So I think he's on my outfielders list. Or he didn't make the cut for the outfield list.
Oops.
Dude, I can't wait for the outfield. I can't wait for the outfield one, and so I can have Starlin Marte as a top 2 center fielder. Stolen bases, man. Stolen bases.
I mentioned him once today. I'm really happy about that. I'll tell you.
He's top 5 center field, not top 2. Maybe top 3. Who knows? Top 1. Top 3. Top 2. We'll see. We'll see. Keeping you on edge. Number 10. Number 10. It's time to take a moment of silence for how great this man is. Frank the Tank Schwindel. Frank the Tank Schwindel. My God, did the 30-year-old rookie come out of nowhere for the Cubs? Came in after All-Star break after we blew everything up. Became our first baseman, and I believe he had the highest OPS in the National League for the second half. No, I hadn't even heard of him until we called him up. I didn't even realize he was on our team. I didn't know he was with the Iowa Cubs. I didn't know anything about him. He comes up and he just mashes the balls over the fence. I love Frank Schwindel. He's our first baseman as of right now. I cannot wait to see what he can do. God, I love Frank the Tank.
Okay. Shall we keep going, ladies and gentlemen?
Frank.
Number 9, Austin Meadows.
I like Austin Meadows. There's rumors that he might get traded.
Really? So
yeah, I've been seeing rumors.
Does it say it? Has there been any discussion as to where?
No, I don't think it's been serious. My pen is broken, and that kind of upsets me.
.234 batting average, 17 home runs, 2 WAR, .772 OPS, and 2.1 WPA. Hey, what a stat line.
Hey,
Unfortunately, he wasn't able to play the second half. He wasn't able to participate as a as a DH. He wasn't able to participate in the second half because of the Cruz trade.
I found out what was wrong with my pen.
Oh boy. Okay.
There's
What
like
was
a
wrong?
crack in it.
What was wrong with your pen, Justin?
Well, let me use it.
Justin, who's your number 9?
There's like a little crack in this part. I'm so upset. I've been using this pen for like 2 months.
Justin, who's your number 9?
Oh, number 9, JD Martinez. Ooh,
Sorry, we got off track, guys.
The Chicago Cubs lineup was submitted. Frank Schwindel's batting third. We were just talking about him. Frank. JD Martinez, I think he's good. I think he's starting to digress. He's on the Red Sox. There's really not much to say about JD Martinez. Everyone knew he was going to be on both of our lists somewhere.
Yeah, I'll talk about him in a little bit. Number 8, Framiel.
I dropped something. Yeah.
Framiel Reyes, .254 batting average, 30 home runs, 1.6 WAR, .846 OPS, negative .3 WP. He had a really good year. I'd kind of forgotten. I knew he existed, and like he's been talked about for a couple of years. He's only 26, which is crazy.
Framiel Reyes is only 26.
Yeah, he's only played since his rookie year was 2018. Justin,
that's absurd.
He is 6'5", 265. He's an absolute tank of a. He's an absolute tank of a human being.
He's not better than Frank Schwindel, Frank the Tank, but I almost put him on my list. He probably would have made it if it wasn't for my number 7, which is who me and Tommy talked about earlier. Releasing the number he'll be released at. That upsets me. Like, the pen still works, but like every time I have to reuse it, I'm gonna have to like retighten it, and it's kind of annoying.
Back to the pen, ladies and gentlemen.
My number 1 DH, my pen. Okay, Framiel Reyes was your number 8.
Yeah, I believe so.
My number 8, someone who should have been on my shortstops list, Brandon Crawford. Heck of a player. Heck of a defender. Yeah, he's on my DH list. He's a really good player. I can't believe I forgot about him. I guess he got overshined by Chris Bryant on the Giants that second half of the season.
A little bit. Number
Bryant
7. Oh man, what was his nickname in Seattle? Boomstick? I think that was something like that.
Oh, Nelson Cruz. I'm
Number
gonna
7.
jersey up. You can't see it. It's right next to the Game Use scorecard that you can see most of. It's next to it. It's off camera.
.265 batting average, 32 home runs, 2.5 WAR, .832 OPS, and negative .2 WPA. Why do so many DHs have negative WPA? I assume it's fielding. I have to imagine it's the lack of fielding.
I love Cruz, man. He was my favorite player when he was in Seattle. My brother liked Cano. I liked Cruz.
Yeah, Cruz is a fun. He just seems like he's such a nice guy too. Like if you go out, like you look at all the stuff he does, like charity wise, he's such a nice, just human being.
I've seen him sign a ton. I never got an autograph from him, but I always see stories of him signing. When I went, I never saw him sign. But to be fair, when he was on the team, I wasn't that big of a drafter, so maybe I wasn't looking.
Yeah, you weren't looking in the right spots, that's for sure.
Number 7, I cheated, but oh my god, he wears number 27 because of this, and I quote, Mike Trout, I love you. Seihei Suzuki, the Cubs' new right fielder. The Cubs did something. The Cubs didn't blow it up. They brought in someone who couldn't be good for the first time in years. Seihei Suzuki, I couldn't put him on my right fielders list because I didn't feel right, but I had an open slot on my DH list, and I said, what the heck? I'm going to cheat. Seihei Suzuki, he's good. He since 2018 through 2021 in the Japan League, his slugging percentage was .502. 502. So totally not fair. I'm gonna have to throw this pen away. It's distracting.
Thank goodness, please.
So Seihei Suzuki, I cheated, but God, do I like Seihei Suzuki. So excited for the Cubs season with Suzuki in right field. Next year when we do this, Suzuki will be on my right field list and will be top 5. Prediction: Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year incoming. Suzuki, Rookie of the Year.
Okay, I'll talk about Suzuki before giving my number 6.
I would love to hear your thoughts on Suzuki. I'm throwing this pen.
Lots of potential. I mean, there's certainly, immense hope that he's going to do well. I mean, I don't have any trust that he won't. The only reason I'm not putting him on any list is because he didn't play in the MLB. We're just solely talking about people that played in the MLB. The reason I disqualified an Adley Rutschman or something along. I'm not going to put Adley Rutschman. Don't worry. But the reason
if you put Adley Rutschman, I would have been furious.
The only reason I would have put somebody like that on there is if they actually deserve you know what I mean? It just they didn't play in the he's hasn't played in the MLB yet. He hasn't played against the the stars of the MLB. So until he does, sure. But next year, I highly doubt he won't be on a list next year.
Suzuki's gonna win Rookie of the Year for the Cubs. The Cubs are gonna sneak into the playoffs. The Cubs are gonna go on a miracle run and win the 2022 World Series. Only one of those is true, and that's that Suzuki will win Rookie of the Year. Here's my new Rookie of the Year prediction.
I imagine we'll get to that eventually. That'll be.
I can't really think of. I think after this one more episode, and then the episode after that will be that episode. We got something planned. It's gonna be special, nice and long. That's all I'm gonna say. Who's your number 7? I already have something new in my hand. I threw the pen away not even 5 seconds ago, and I already have something else.
Number 6, Jordan Alvarez.
Whoa, I think that's low.
Guy's an absolute. He's so tall.
He's a unit. He's a unit and a half.
Let me look it up real quick. Let me see how large. Yeah. Oh my god.
What I'm fiddling with is my light remote control.
So he is the same. He's the same height, by the way, as Framiel Reyes. Right, but he's 40. But he's 40 pounds lighter. That's why he just looks so much. There's much more gargantuan.
He has tremendous power.
Just insanity.
He is good.
277 batting average, 33 home runs, 3.0 WAR, 867 OPS, 1.7 WPA.
My number 6.
I just read off the wrong guy's stats. Just entirely read off the wrong guy's stats.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Whose stats were those?
JD Martinez.
Is he your number 5?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's embarrassing. I'm sorry, guys.
Give me Jordan's stats now.
277 batting average.
CNT, Jordan Alvarez, take 2.
277 batting average, 33 home runs, 3. He has the same WAR, so I mean that's probably why I messed it up. 877 OPS and 1.4 WPA. Yeah, part of the Astros World Series run.
Don't worry, guys. He got the WAR correct the first time.
Big left-handed bat. Yeah,
the best left-handed hitter in the league. Saying that, I actually don't know who's right-handed and left-handed off the top of my head.
Let's look it up.
He's gonna make me look like a fool. In the meantime, I'll give my number 6, which is Nelson Cruz. Boomstick. I already talked about him, so not really much to say. Who are the left-handers that I forgot about?
If you want to go,
don't haunt me.
Solely off of pitching, you could go Josh Hader's probably better.
At hitting?
No, just generally.
I said Jordan Alvarez is the best hitting left-handed hitter.
Okay, yeah.
So Josh Hader has nothing to do with that.
Yelich.
Not better than Jordan, not after last year. He's also a Brewer. You think I'm picking a Brewer to be the best left-handed hitter?
Freddie Freeman.
Frick. Best AL left-handed hitter.
Just another NL Bryce Harper.
Frick. Okay, I did it. I was wrong, Tommy. My number 5, we already know your number 5, and you already read off the stats. You have anything extra you want to say about him?
JD Martinez. I feel like you underrated him. I like him a lot. He's, power incarnate, really, at the end of the day. But no, I mean, the Red Sox are a great team, but only a good team without him.
Mm-hmm. So I know your number 5. You're number 4, and he's my number 5. Kyle Schwaber. Kyle Schwaber, former Cubby. God, I wish we re-signed him. He's not with the Phillies. See what he can do in Philadelphia. You have anything to say on Schwaber?
I didn't think he was going to be as good as he ended up being. He's number 4, like Justin said.
Here's what I said. I picked him up late May in fantasy baseball because he was in free agency. Boy, did he win me June. June was the month he went absolutely off, and I had him in fantasy. My God, he was putting up 17 a day. He won me every matchup in June. Every single matchup in June.
There you go.
Name a matchup I had in June. I know I played Tommy in June. It was the first week of June. Kyle Schwarber put up 35 points that week. Why'd you shake your head? No.
It's the league's gone, so I couldn't pull it up and look.
Well, it's true. I remember him because that was like, whoa, Kyle Schwarber. I know I love you and I know you're good, but
I'm inclined to believe you.
Yeah. So my number 4, Giancarlo Stanton. Just phenomenal power. Like Stanton, he knew he was going to make the top of the list. Like, not much to say.
Number 3. Jeez. Giancarlo Stanton.
Whoa. That's trippy.
273 batting average, 35 home runs. 35 home runs.
35 home runs.
3.1 WAR, 0.87 OPS, 0.870 OPS, and 2.4 WPA, which is so good on just so many levels. But one other thing that I want to focus on, let me pull up the official number just so I get this right. He played 139 games. So all concerns of, like longevity and sustainability and all that are, unfounded.
Yeah. Totally random, but Tommy, who do you think is the worst catcher with the worst throwing arm for picking people off at second?
The worst catcher for picking people off at second?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why?
Just give me a name who you know is bad at, because I have a thing I want to say. Totally random, I know, but I'm kind of interested. It's gonna get the listeners engaged. Like, come on, who's someone you think is bad at catching that defense?
Oh, what was his name? There's I can't remember what happened, but there was a guy. So D. Gordon stole all three bases in one go because of a certain Rangers catcher, but I can't think of the name off the top of my head.
Okay, well, we'll say Wilson Ramos. I feel like he's good at picking people off, though. So here's the scenario: you have John Lester pitching, and then Wilson Ramos catching. You have
But David Ross. David Ross really wasn't that.
No, I refuse to put David Ross. I'm already putting John Lester, but it has to be Lester because he never picks off.
Are you willing to accept though that he wasn't like that? David Ross wasn't that good of a.
Fine, David Ross. You're playing the Cubs. John Lester pitching, a current David Ross catching. That makes it better. The manager David Ross catching. And so it's 90 feet from first to second. You have a 20-foot leadoff, but it's John Lester, so he doesn't pick you off. And then you, as soon as the ball leaves Lester's hand, you start running. Do you think you steal the base?
Not a chance.
Or do you think you get thrown out?
Not a chance I make it.
I think, okay, what if it's a pass ball too?
Then I make it. If it's a pass ball, I make it. But if it's just a normal play, Heck, even even if it's a curveball, I'm not making it.
Here's what I say. Fastball, no shot. Curveball, 50-50. Passball, 100%. Let me know if you would make it in the comments below. Fun little
That's a
scenario.
fun. I like that.
My number 3 is Austin Riley. I forgot him on my. No, I didn't forget him on my third base. I wanted to use him for DH. He had such a great season, very underrated. He started to get the hype he deserved. Now, honestly, maybe be a little overrated with how much hype he's getting, but World Series champion, massive power. Who's your number 3?
I just gave my number 3.
Who's your number 2? God, how do I always forget?
Teoscar Hernandez.
Ah.
296 batting average, 32
Oh, what
home
the
runs,
heck?
3.9 WAR, 0.87 OPS, 2.5 WPA. What a season, my friend. Another guy that kind of got
season.
Over. Just it's hard. Like I said before, it's hard not to get overshadowed on the Blue Jays. But if they're going to win solely off of an offensive core, he's going to be a part of that, and it's going to be him, Vlad, and Bo. It's how it's going to be.
And Alejandro Kirk behind the plate.
And Matt Chapman too.
Matt Chapman's bat is non-existent. They got him for his defense. Don't lie. You know it to be true. My number 2 is Yordan Alvarez, second best DHman. Tommy already got into it. He's a unit and a half. Phenomenal player. And I guarantee we had the same number 1.
210, 3.5 WAR, 27 home runs, 72 ribbies, 0.716 OPS, and exactly 100 OPS plus, and a 0.2 WPA. Yeah, they definitely didn't get him first bat. Can't have. That's Matt Chapman's statistic, by the way. That's not bad. He's not. That'll be the.
You're wrong.
Okay. Number 1 DH.
His bat's overrated. The AL MVP. Is that who you have?
Yep, God incarnate, the second coming, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani. Like, what is there to say that hasn't already been said?
Exactly. It's 9.1 WAR.
He has the same power as Mitch Haniger. Mitch Haniger had the same amount of home runs.
9.1 WAR.
Mitch Haniger's supremacy. Mitch Haniger is so underrated. He had a very similar hitting year to Ohtani.
Mitch Haniger. What?
He either had the. I think he. No, he didn't have the same amount of home runs. He had more RBIs, though. And I think he wasn't that far off on home runs. God, it's been so long now, I don't know.
He had a terrible OPS. He had a 0.15 OPS less, 6 WAR lower, and off by 7 home runs.
And what about RBIs?
I don't know. I have so they have the exact same number of RBIs.
Yeah. So it's a similar hitting year. Not better. No, I'm not saying it's better.
No, it's not even close to similar. No.
Get out of town. Can I start with my number 15 catcher?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah. Catchers.
Yeah.
Max Stassi, number 15. Catchers is the least deep position. This is going to have a whole lot of dog crap before we get into the good players.
Yeah.
Max Stassi's not
right.
good at baseball. Catcher, it's funny. Catchers in the MLB, very top heavy. Very few good ones. Catchers but the amount of great catching prospects there are, there's like 20 top 100 in my opinion. We have on our top 50, we have like 5. We got Sam Huff came in at 50. Gabriel Mono was close to top 10. Rutschman, I think, was 2. That's just off the top of my head. Joey Bart was like 21. Henry Davis was 20. That's 4, just off the top of my head.
Yeah, let me look. I got you.
Yeah. Share the screen phone. Show them our top 50. Our top 50.
Okay. They can go and find it themselves.
Yeah. Go to our website. Even better. Our website's amazing. CloseandTalkPodcast.com. It's where we post our blogs. Have a top 50 prospects. We have all our interviews, all the episode links. You can learn more about me and Tommy and Dylan, other blog writer. If you want to ever be on an episode, you go to the website and fill out the thing on the contact page. Like
6 or 7, by the way.
There's 7?
6 or 7.
I did not think we had that many. Who were some that I missed that I didn't say?
I just closed the tab. My goodness. Give
Okay,
me a
but
minute.
like, do you remember names that you don't have to go reopen it? I was just knowing.
That's fine. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Remember names.
Tyler Soderstrom was 1.
Yeah, Soderstrom. He was like 46, right? Around
45. 45.
Oh, 1R.
Wait. Nope. Oh no, I had the numbering wrong. He's 48. There you go. So you're 2 off.
2 off.
So you said Henry Davis, Joey Bart, Francisco Alvarez was the other one that you forgot.
Yeah, he's also top. He's at the top of it.
Yeah, he's number 11.
He's like 11. Yeah. Where was Gabriel Monroe? I feel like we have him too low. Gabriel Monroe. He's underrated.
Oh, Gabriel Moreno is at 34.
That's way too low. I think that's on me. I think you want him higher, but he was someone you scouted, not me. So since we posted that, I've become a huge Gabriel Monroe fan. And
Moreno, try again.
Moreno. And so I think we should have him higher than that now, but it's my fault that he's so low. I'm not throwing Tommy under the bus. It was my fault. And the funny thing is, I feel like I'm more of a fan of him than Tommy is now.
Yeah, and it's really funny. Like just looking back on it.
In 1 or 2 years, Drew Romo's going to be on that list. I love Drew Romo. He's the one Rockies player besides Chris Bryant that I genuinely think I like more than Tommy. I love Drew Romo.
Yeah. Yep. And Chris Bryant.
I said besides Chris Bryant. God, I love Chris Bryant.
Can I go my number 15?
Yeah, sorry.
Just because there's a lot of, I mean, I'm not gonna say trash, but there's a lot of stuff we have to work through to get to the top.
That's fun. It's fun though. Like, who wants to sit and watch a podcast that only gives the top 15? No, nothing else. Just it's now fun.
Yeah, I mean, we
it's
had
better
some
when
spice.
there's engagement. You gotta spice it. Why is it spicy? You know what I mean?
Please never do that again. Number 15, Christian Vasquez.
I think Vasquez is better than that. 15, I feel like low. Do you have Max Stassi on your list?
Nope.
Okay, well, at least you're not saying Max Stassi is better than Christian Vasquez.
Yeah, I'm not.
Thank God.
Who's your number 14, Justin?
Mitch Garver.
Yeah, that's a good one. I
Bro, the Rangers are stupid. They have Sam Huff.
There it is. Perfect.
They have Sam Huff and Jonah Heim, and they trade for a mid catcher. Well, how does that?
It's the Twins one.
Wait, I don't know.
You've seen this one. I put this out a lot. I put this on a lot during the episodes.
Well, you put a lot of hats on during a lot of episodes, Tommy.
So here, I'll break it down just so.
Break
it's the Twin Cities. You have Minneapolis and St. Paul, and then you can see you can see Minnesota and the Twins in the background.
That's really cool. I have a fun twin story. Okay, this is off topic, but I have to say it. So I was sitting watching a Suns game with my brother. My brother's a Suns fan. Torrey Craig's on the court, and he says, "Yo, why does Torrey Craig have a Twins logo tattooed on him?" And that's cool. We looked it up. He's not from Minnesota. And then, like 2 minutes later, he realized Torrey Craig, TC, is his initials, and so he has the Twins logo tattooed on his arm, and that's his initials. And I thought that's super cool. Crickets by my story. Just
TC, Minnesota Twins. I'm trying to. I don't know.
I thought.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
I thought I.
I know. I'm doing more research into it.
I did get him interested. Did you give your number 14?
Yes.
Who was it?
Oh, my number 14. No, Travis d'Arnaud.
Okay, you have anything to say about him? I'm
Yeah,
just trying
he
to.
hasn't actually revealed why he has a Minnesota Twins tattoo.
He's not from Minnesota, so it has to be his initials, right?
Bro, Minnesota Twins is MT. His initials are TC.
Yeah, no, but look at the Twins logo. Oh my god. Oh. Look at the logo, TC.
Maybe, I don't know.
He has this
You-
one.
Oh, you were thinking of that one. I see.
Yeah, TC.
Yeah, that's probably it.
It has to be. It has to be.
By the way, Travis d'Arnaud, the only reason he's that low is that he just really wasn't that good of a hitter. The only reason, I mean,
Mid.
yeah, unfortunately.
Just mid. Like the bottom of the catchers is not good. My number 13, Jacob Starlings. He's actually underrated. He can definitely move up on the list. He's just young.
Yeah.
Not great. Who's your number 13?
Number 13. Oh man, I gotta go find number 13. Omar Narvaez.
Omar Narvaez is my number 12.
There you go. My number 12. Let's see. Sorry, we're just kind of going
It's
through
not
this now.
fun when it's just bums.
And I don't have
And
any
Jacob
really
Stallings.
discussion points. Dalton Varsho.
I really like Dalton Varsho.
I don't know enough about him.
He didn't
Tell
make
me.
my list.
Oh.
Well, I don't know a ton about it. I just know he was the starting catcher when I went and saw Arizona play the Cubs.
Oh, nice.
I just like him.
That's great.
Number 11. Oh, I cheated. Number 11. What I did was I said the Texas Rangers catchers, as in Jonah Heim and Sam Huff, as in they were tied for 11.
Okay.
Kind of cheating, I know. I suck. Wait, I want to change my 15 from Matt Stassi to Tyler Stevenson. I think Tyler Stevenson's better.
Okay.
So my number 11 is Jonah Heim and Sam Huff. I feel like they share catcher. Like it's pretty split down the middle last year, where I think it's okay for me to say both of them. Man, I'll be cheating this episode. They
We're
must call me.
11.
They must call me the Houston Astros. Yeah, who's your number 11?
Keibert Ruiz.
Keibert Ruiz. I like that pick. I didn't
Yeah.
pick him. Don't think he played enough in the majors for me.
273 batting average was actually a surprisingly high number. So that made me happy.
It made him happy, made him smile.
Put a smile on my face, my friend. That's all you need.
Smiles on the face.
It's not a song. You can keep trying, but it is.
I don't
one.
think
Sorry.
it's a song. Number 10. I'm going to get hate and praise on this one, but I want to explain.
Uh-oh.
Number 10, Salvador Perez. Tommy, say what you have to say about it before I explain. And he takes everything off. He's leaving.
Oh boy. We're feeling spicy today, aren't we, Justin?
Why is it spicy?
Well, I'll get to him when I get to him.
Here's why. This is the catcher's list, Tommy. He was horrible in the field. He can't play catcher as defense at all. Yeah, he had a great hitting stats. He did. Probably had the best hitting catcher stats of all time. But his fielding was atrocious. If he played a majority at DH, he would be a top 5 DH. He played a majority in catcher. I have to put him in catcher. If Adley Rutschman, if all the catching prospects were up in the majors right now, he wouldn't be a top 15 catcher because he cannot play the position of catcher good. He can only hit. He needs to be a DH. He cannot play catcher. I should have said Salvador Perez is the catcher on my little. Do you think he could steal a base? Because he cannot play catcher. He cannot field the ball. If the ball is not right down the plate, chances are it's going to be a drop ball or it's going to get by it. He cannot play the position of catcher well anymore. That
He
is
had a
why I
league
have him
lead.
at 10.
So he's had a league leading caught stealing percentage.
Not this
Three
year.
different times, including last year in 2021. He was the league leader in caught stealing percentage.
Yeah, but if the ball, if he catches the ball, he's fine. But if it's not right down the middle, he doesn't stop the ball.
He gave it 23 stolen bases. He had 69 wild pitches.
Exactly. That's unacceptable for a top 10 catcher.
12 double plays turned.
But since there's so few good catchers in baseball, he sneaks into the list.
He had a .998 fielding percentage. I don't know how. Oh my goodness,
Bro! If you watch the games, this is not a hot take at all. Where do you have Salvador?
We'll get to him.
He's your number 10.
Alejandro Kirk.
Oh, that's too low by a few spots.
242 batting average, 8 home runs, 764 OPS, 0.1 WPA. Like that's not anything. Like that's nothing to turn your head at. Like
I take all my back. He's phenomenal. I
What's
like
your next one?
Alejandro Kirk. Alejandro Kirk is number 9. Tommy said it. He's good. He's also much better at defense than Salvador Perez.
Number 9. Let me make sure because I didn't have a WPA written down. Let me make sure I have the right thing pulled up. Let's find this. Okay, so Tyler Stevenson is my number 9.
Okay.
286 batting average, 10 home runs, WAR of 1.9, 797 OPS, and a 0.6 WPA. I mean, that's a great stat line. I almost put him at number 8. So
he's good. My number 8 was.
I think number 15 was disrespectful. I think number 15 was disrespectful.
It was disrespectful. I really like him. I didn't realize how good he was this season. I'm sorry, Tyler. I disrespected you. Number 8 is Christian Vasquez. I think, again, he plays the role of a catcher very well. Plays great defense. And his hitting is pretty good. His clutch hitting, phenomenal. So, yeah, Vasquez at 8.
Number 8 for me was Carson Kelly.
Carson Kelly. Okay, it's not bad.
240 batting average, 13 home runs, 2.1 WAR, 0.754 OPS. Unfortunately, at a -1 WPA. I mean, geez. You're not going many places with a WAR like that.
Yeah. Also, oh my God, I gotta say this. Today was the first Manos spring training game. Travis Kuhn was scheduled to pitch today. I believe he's already pitched. Also, I'm pretty sure Julio Rodriguez might have hit a home run.
Yeah, he destroyed a home run.
Yeah. I'm trying to see how Travis Kuhn did.
He hasn't pitched yet.
So he hasn't pitched yet. Okay,
No.
so Travis Kuhn's pitching today. I'm very excited for that. I meant to say something at the start and congratulate him. Great job, Travis. I actually think that, Tommy, was that the first episode you appeared on, or did you come on as a guest before then?
I came on as a guest like the 3rd ever episode of CNT, which isn't even up anymore, by the way.
I never deleted any episodes, so it should be.
Yes, you have, and you know exactly what I'm thinking when I say that you have.
Stop the recording.
I didn't say a thing.
Those weren't episodes of CNT.
Those really were, though.
No, they were not. I know
Let's
what
keep
you're talking
going.
about now. Those were not. Those were something else. Those were not considered episodes of CNT. They are not on the count of how many we have done. They are not viewable to the public. They are not episodes of CNT. Number 7, Yadda Molina. He sucks. I hate him. He's good at baseball. He's number 7. I don't want to talk about it anymore. So I don't want to talk about Yachty. I hate him. Tommy?
Mike Zunino.
Okay. He's my number 6, so
Yeah.
I don't really have much to say about
And
him.
Molina's my number 6. Molina.
Well, just hit the flip flop, and we would have the same. That means you have Wilson Contreras in the top 5.
Yeah.
Where do you have him in the top 5?
You'll see. You'll see. Don't worry.
I want to know your number 5. Who is it?
Yadier Molina, by the way.
Oh,
Is he the best defensive catcher of all time? Like just a genuine question. I feel like
no.
he's pretty close. He's pretty high up there. He's
He's
like
close.
a top 5,
He's
top
close.
7 defensive.
I want to say he's number 1 though. I want to go
probably not.
that far.
Probably Johnny Bench.
Johnny, Mr. Bench, Mr. Bench. Johnny Bench is a legend.
Love that.
Oh,
guy.
who's your number 5? I want to flip flop the order. I want to know where where you have Wilson.
JT Real Muto.
Whoa, you got Wilson top 3. Wilson top. I don't think you have him there, but a man can dream. Number 5. I also have JT Realmuto.
Sweet.
Who's your number 4?
Wilson Contreras.
It's also where I have him. Wilson. Okay, say what you want about him because I'm a monologue.
I don't know much to say. I mean, he was a good catcher for a while.
Still is. Sorry.
Not as good as he once was.
See, it's tough.
Who knows?
It's when you say things like that make you sound a little wrong. Wilson Contreras has not gone anywhere. He's continued to be a top 5 catcher. People saying that he's not top 10, not top 15. You don't watch Cubs games. You don't watch baseball. Wilson Contreras has and will continue to be a top 5 catcher. I'm not just saying this out of Cubs. I've seen lists that have Adley Rutschman ahead of him, who shouldn't be considered an MLB catcher because he's not. I've seen lists that have had Max Stassi over him. I've seen lists that have had Mitch Garver 10 spots higher than him.
Let me grab myself a pillow.
Get yourself a pillow. Get all comfy. I've seen lists that had Jacob Starlings 3 spots ahead. I've seen lists that had Salvador Perez 10 spots ahead of him. I've seen lists with Yadda Molina 15 spots ahead of him.
Let me here. Oh,
Contreras
even better.
is a
Even
top
better. I
5.
can put my feet up. Oh man, here, keep
Wilson
going.
Contreras is a top 5 catcher, and to say otherwise is flabbergasting. Tommy, who is your number 3?
This is comfy. More people should podcast like this. This is great.
Who's your number
I
3,
should do this
Tommy?
more often. Oh,
Who's
by
your
the
number
way, you cut me off, champ. I could see an argument anywhere from 3 to 9. Really,
No,
he's top 10, but anywhere from 3 to
He's
9,
top
there's an
5.
argument to be made.
he's top 5.
Number 3, Yasmani Grandal.
Number 3, I have Sean Murphy. That's just kind of boring.
It really is. I wish I could market it for you guys.
Yeah, this was. Maybe we should have started with catcher.
Who knows? Number 2, Justin. You got number 2. Who you have number 2?
Will Smith.
Yay. Sit on my
Same.
phone. That's the Prince of Bel Air. No, wrong guy. Sorry.
You sang again.
I had to. It's Will Smith.
Will Smith. I'm
Um,
making trouble in my neighborhood. Got one little fight, and my mom got scared. Said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air."
we could keep going, but I don't think we need to. It's
Let's
fun, though.
not. Let's not. It's a
Number
jazz
1.
song.
Number 1. You ready?
No.
Salvador Perez.
Ain't no way he's number 1. Wait, where'd you have Yasmani Grandal?
3.
Oh, he's my number 1. He's the
Okay.
correct number 1. Bro,
Salvador Perez. How
I
can
will
you
say
have
this. I will say
the
this.
greatest
I will say
offensive
this.
season from a primary catcher ever? And
Because he
not-
sucks at defense.
and not be even and oh my goodness,
I will
he's
say
number
this.
10.
I will say this. I underrated him. He's higher than 10, most likely. I put emotion into my list a little too much. Salvador Perez is better than number 10, and my list is off. He is not top 3, let alone number 1. That is absurd. That is way too high.
He had the best batting average. He had the most home runs, best batting
Offense
average,
isn't everything.
best WAR.
Offense isn't everything.
No, it isn't. But also, you have to consider the fact that he wasn't that bad on defense.
Bro, yes, he was. He was horrible on defense.
He led the
is so
league in
bad.
caught stealing percentage. That is the most important statistic. If you're going to look for a statistic that is summing
He
up
had
what
the
a catcher
most
needs
pass
to do,
balls. He had the most pass balls. Stop.
he had one passed ball.
Not true. I watched Royals games. He was horrendous behind the plate. I tried to make the argument he was top 3 last year. I couldn't. After so long, you just can't make that argument anymore. You just can't make it anymore.
Passed balls, he had one.
I can't see because I don't have my glasses on. And also,
Passed balls, one.
that can't be right because I watched the game. He had 3 in a game. I remember watching him have multiple pass balls in a game. And
I'm
also,
not going to believe
the
you.
defense,
I'm going to
Okay,
be
fine,
inclined
don't
to
believe me.
believe.
But the defense that stats don't show, there's defense that stats don't show, and that's the defense that he's horrible at.
I just think the fact that he had one passed ball, he had the best caught stealing percentage. He had a .998 fielding percentage. It's just
There's defense that stats don't show,
yeah, for sure. But with
and
the
he's
with the
bad at
defense
all of them.
with the defense that stats do show, and the fact that he had the
You're
greatest,
nitpicking.
the fact that he
You're
had the
nitpicking
greatest,
stats.
and you aren't.
Well, I'm fair. I've said that when I have players high, that what they're bad at. The DH part. I admitted that the one that Calcigo, that he had a bad average. I'd say when they're bad at stuff and what they're good at. He is not a good defensive catcher. Don't let those stats fool you. He just isn't.
Expected to believe, not believe the numbers. Huh. What a change.
Numbers aren't everything.
No, that's definitely true, but
He had a good
they
season.
aren't something to be disregarded.
He had a good. I'm gonna leave this. We're not gonna change each other's mind. So I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. You can give me yours. I'm leaving it at this. He had a great offensive season. I'm not denying that. He has been and still is a great hitter. He has been a great catcher. He's had a phenomenal career. His catching this year, what the stats don't show, was bad. I had him too low. He should have been higher than 10. I would say 5 or 6 would have been a better spot. He is not the best catcher in baseball. That's what I'm leaving it at. He was not good at the defensive end. Don't let the stats fool you. He was bad at defense, but great at offense. He should have been a DH.
Yeah, my dearest apologies to everyone watching. I apologize. We are supposed to be the demographic of who respect stats so much, who understand the importance of sabermetrics and the rise that has come of all that is, good and holy in the world of advanced metrics in baseball, and really in terms of all sports. I mean, most sports have good advanced stats, and baseball's a 2-part game. The offensive half, he just completely crushed out of the park. There's not even a question about that.
No question about that.
And I think there's enough defensive stats, even though there are some defensive stats that don't exist. Like, there's no way to analyze framing in a statistic. Like, Yadda Molina would have the greatest framing, right? Like, just the greatest framing statistic of all time by
And
about a mile and a half.
Salvador Perez this year with the framing would be one of the worst if there was one. His framing was really bad.
There's just no way to make it.
There isn't, and I'll admit I had him underrated, but I think
Could
one
you compromise
is still too
at
high.
3? Could you compromise at 3 or 4?
Let me pull out my list. This should assume I move everyone I had higher down just by 1. I can do 5.
4.
I can't put him over Grindal, the Muto, Will Smith, or Sean Murphy.
You can put him over Real Muto. You kidding?
The best I can do is 5. So we're gonna have to just if you're willing to go from 1 to 4, I'll move Sean Murphy down to 5 and move him up to 5. I can do 5 if you move him from 1 to 5.
I just want to look. I just want to look at something just because I'm curious.
Oh no, 1 to 4, not 1 to 5.
In case you were wondering, by the way, Justin,
What?
Salvador Perez had a better fielding percentage, and less
Oh.
passed balls, and a better caught stealing percentage than Yadda or Molina. In case you were wondering.
Oh yeah, Yadda and Molina also wasn't that great at defense this year. Which is also why I had Yadda and Molina low. Yadda, I should not
You
have
need to work.
Yadda and Molina that high. I want to switch. Yadda's
to revamp your list. You need to-
Yadda's off the list. I only did 14. Yadda Molina's not top 15. No, I'm moving Yadda and Tyler Stevenson. So Yadda is 15. Tyler Stevenson is 7.
You need to be done. I think you've had a little bit too much. You've been getting a little bit too big of a
Wilson
platform.
Contreras number 1. Frank the Tank number 1.
You need to get off your rocker. You're a little too far off there, champ.
You're too far off. I'm right.
Okay.
He's not top 1. There's no shot. There's no shot. No shot he's top 1. No, he's not. We'll have to agree to disagree.
I'll set something up. We'll see what the people think. Let's do that.
What people? You don't know people.
Are you sure about that?
Man, one of my upsets in March Madness is not panning out right now. I have Valtech winning the first 2 rounds, and they're losing to Texas right now. I did call Notre Dame beating Alabama though.
I didn't.
I also Miami beat USC. I'm pretty sure I had USC winning.
Figure that out later, so you guys can.
Yeah, I had
we'll
USC. I had USC. I knew it.
We'll let the people speak. Thank you guys so much for watching. Though.
Wait, how are you letting the people speak? What did you do?
I'll put something out on Instagram. We'll see what the people say.
I'll do one on Cards and Talk. Well, let's use the Cards and Talk one. I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now, actually, and we can do it on the episode. So then, when people see the Instagram, they'll see why we did it. I think that's a fun way to end the episode, Tommy. Do you agree?
I think it's a good idea.
This is how we're ending it. I can't really show you as I make it. I'll just show it me posting it.
Okay.
Is Salvador? I'm just gonna say Salvi.
Perez.
Is Salvi Perez a top? I'll say top 3. No, wait.
No, is Salvador Perez the number 1 catcher in baseball?
The best catcher in baseball. I'm gonna write catcher out and not just put C. Tommy, are you gonna vote on this on your account?
I might. We'll see. Maybe I'll
Okay,
help.
well,
Maybe I'll help it out.
Decide now, because you're gonna vote on it, that I'm gonna vote on my account too. So you gotta decide now. Are we voting in this? We're just gonna equal each other out.
Sure, we'll both vote.
Okay.
You can only vote on one of them though, Justin. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna vote on my main account.
But thank you guys so much for watching.
Why are you sharing your screen now? You suck! No!
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Are you happy with that move though? Does that move make you happy?
No, not really.
Yeah. That's what
It makes me
thought.
sad. I don't want it, Justin. I don't want it. Is Salvi Perez the best catcher in baseball? Oui, senor.
No. And look, we've equaled each other out 50-50.
isn't updated for me. That's funny.
And Travis Shaw signed with the Red Sox.
Really? It wasn't surprising, I don't think, though.
Not really. We gotta end it here. This might be quite a long one. Hour 20, I think.
Yeah, something along those lines. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was a lot of fun.
Catches were kind of boring, though.
Yeah, it is.
Until
what it is.
then, until a heated argument.
Okay, there we go. See you guys next week.
I
Peace.
think we should start ending all episodes with an Instagram poll. That was fun.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
It's
See you
something to
guys
look
next time.
into.
See you guys next time. Thank you.